Breaking. NSAS report. Serap and 116 Nigerians sue Buhari, seek court order compelling arrest of suspects. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. The group and the Nigerians are asking the court to direct and compel President Muhammadu Buhari to take immediate steps to ensure the arrest of soldiers and police officers indicted. Now the news in detail. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) and 116 concerned Nigerians have filed a lawsuit asking the Federal High Court in Abuja to compel President Muhammadu Buhari to arrest soldiers and police officers responsible for the assault and killing of peaceful NSAS protesters in 2020. The group and the Nigerians are asking the court to direct and compel President Muhammadu Buhari to take immediate steps to ensure the arrest of soldiers and police officers indicted by the Lagos NSAS panel report for the shooting of peaceful protesters at the Lekki toll gate and police brutality cases. In the suit number FHC ABJCS 1482-2021 filed last Friday, SERAP is also asking the court to direct and compel President Muhammadu Buhari to bring to justice anyone suspected to be responsible for the shooting of peaceful protesters and to ensure access to justice and effective remedies for victims, including adequate compensation. This was disclosed in a statement by the Deputy Director of SERAP, Kolawole Oluwadare, on Sunday. In the suit, SERAP is arguing that it is in the interest of justice to grant this application, as it will improve respect for Nigerian rights, the rule of law, and public confidence in government institutions, as well as reducing the growing culture of impunity of perpetrators. Also, according to SERAP, impunity for crimes committed against protesters in the country is growing, and failure to bring perpetrators of the crimes to justice will further embolden them. A failure to bring to justice those indicated for the shooting of peaceful protesters is in itself a violation of the right to life and human dignity, it added. SERAP said, the flagrant lack of accountability for past violation of the rights of protesters has given rise to a growing sense of powerlessness and resentment, not only among victims and their families, but among the general public. The failure to promptly arrest and bring to justice those suspected to be responsible for the shooting of peaceful protesters and to ensure access to justice and effective remedies for victims and their families amount to travesty of justice, as justice delayed is justice denied. SERAP is also seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel President Buhari to ensure that those still being detained solely for peaceful exercising their human right are immediately and unconditionally released, and all charges against them are dropped. It is further seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure full and effective respect for the human rights of everyone across the country, including the rights to life, dignity, freedom of expression, peaceful assembly, and association. Joining the suit as respondent is the Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, son. The suit filed on behalf of SERAP by its lawyers Kolawole Oluwadare and Okoyemi Owolabi reads in part: the Buhari administration has the constitutional responsibility to allow victims of human rights violations to find out the truth in regard to acts committed, to know who the perpetrators of such acts are, and to obtain justice and adequate compensation. It further reads, the General Assembly of the United Nations adopted a set of principles relating to states' obligations to the victims of serious violations of international human rights law that makes clear that states are obligated to investigate violations of international human rights law thoroughly and impartially, and where appropriate, take action against those allegedly responsible. States also have the duty to investigate, and if there is sufficient evidence, the duty to submit to prosecution the person allegedly responsible for violations. President Buhari has a constitutional duty, being the Chief Executive Officer of the Federation and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, to ensure access to justice and effective remedies for victims, and that there is no impunity for allegations of human rights violations. This week that followed the submission of a Lagos NSAS panel report on the Lekki shooting incident and police brutality cases to the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The leaked report is said to have indicted some soldiers and police officers for the shooting of protesters, leading to grievous injuries and deaths. The panel reportedly found that the shooting of protesters at the Lekki tollgate on October 20th, 2020 was unwarranted, excessive, provocative, and unjustifiable in the circumstances of the state of a protest, which was peaceful and orderly. No date has been fixed for the hearing of this suit. Sincerely, I just wish that, everything they said would be granted to them. Had it been Nigeria was a sane country where there was rule of law, where there was separation of powers, sincerely, Nigeria would have been better. People that died, so did you not end up dying in vain? I've said it before. Yes, it is going to be a good thing for, for those who are involved to be disciplined and thought that this thing you people did, it is not to be repeated again. But you know what is going to exonerate these victims, the ones that died? It is to ensure that everything that they complained about, the police brutality stops. The police brutality stops. The killing stops. The bad governance, no rule of law, no separation of powers. Saying the only life that matters are those of, those that have someone in the powerhouse. All those things has to stop. Coming out and saying, that because you're smelling good or you're dressing fine, you are a suspect. Everything should stop. That is when truly, 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 they are going to be really exonerated. I mean, those that were killed, and they are going to, wherever they are, they'll say, they did not fight for a lost cause. That indeed, their death was not in vain. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.